When you're working through your AutoCAD electrical drawings, quite often you insert contacts that are normally open, NO, or normally closed, NC. This normally happens with things like push buttons and switches. Sometimes you insert a switch or a push button in its normally open state, and you might want to switch it to its normally closed state. Now, there is a toggle in AutoCAD Electrical that allows you to do this. In the drawing itself, which is Demo 02 in the Demo 13 project, I've put a push button switch into this wire here. So it's PBLT102. And it sits in a normally open state, an NO state. You can see it there, it's not touching the contacts. Now what happens if I want to convert that to a normally closed state? Well, what I would do is I would go to the schematic tab here on the ribbon, go to the Edit Components panel here, and it's this little icon here, toggle NONC, and it switches a selected component between the normally open and normally closed contact states. So you can see there on the little diagram how those normally open contacts become normally closed contacts. So I now need to select the component to toggle NONC. It says that on the command line, and if I come down here and switch on dynamic input, you'll notice it doesn't appear. Now the reason it doesn't appear is like I've said before with AutoCAD Electrical, sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. So dynamic input can be switched off again. It depends on what commands you use. Sometimes dynamic input is enabled, sometimes it isn't. Just be aware of that. If I select this component here and click on it now, it updates and takes it to its closed position. So you can see now that the push button is pushed in and the contacts are joined together. If I click on it again, what will happen? It toggles back to the normally open state again. And it's that easy. And then you just press escape and that cancels the command. Using that normally open, normally closed toggle saves you having to go and find the normally closed or normally open component. You can just toggle it using this icon here on the Edit Components panel, the toggle NONC. It's a very useful tool in AutoCAD Electrical.